Welcome back to the Trading Desk and our final segment, Fantasy Finance, where we pick fun things to talk about and ideas, whether it's football picks or stock picks, whatever. Have a little fun. What have we got this month?
I'm going to go with currencies. I've been going with some ETFs in the past with TBT, which was the being short the bond market. Still hold that. Still think that's a good trade over the long run. Probably will go
Warren
into it.
Buffett's annual letter came out last weekend, and he thinks the bond bubble that we've seen, especially at the end of last year, is going to rank up there right with the internet bubble and real estate bubble.
I happen to agree with him.
And guess who was buying that bond bubble the last 6 months in size? Chinese.
Oh, they have to.
Yeah, they're financing it.
They have to, unfortunately.
Yeah.
But I think encouraging, actually, out of Australia last night, they did not cut interest rates. They actually said the economy's starting to show some signs of catching a bottom. So Australian dollar is
shrimp on the barbie.
Shrimp on the barbie. Australian dollar yields over 5%. And for me, it's been beaten down. I own a little bit as of it today relative to the Japanese yen. That's my pick for this month.
The inflationary trade, as Jesse was talking
about. It's a reflation
here.
trade, absolutely.
Interesting.
I'm well. Last month I suggested a Russian mobile communications company, Vimpel, VIP, and it did go from the $5 to $7, and it's right now. And I did push it off. I said if it got up there, 10-20%, take the profits. It ran as close 35%. And again, that's trading. It's back down to $5 here today. I'm going to buy it again.
Thank
go
God
back
there
in.
wasn't a trader tax. It would have been a scratch.
It would have been expensive, exactly. Say no to the
trader tax. Do you
trader
hear that,
tax.
Representatives out there?
Yeah. But I think you can go back in. And on a secondary note, I think I'm going to give Jesse some support, and I'm going to start nibbling on General Electric here at $7 a share.
I think GE is just
screaming.
It's screaming by me right now. But there are problems.
But it is a bank and it is an
portfolio.
insurance company masking itself as a aircraft parts maker and
an energy company.
It's a drag queen. That's essentially what it is.
I'm not just nibbling. I am a rip snorting bull. And last month I said I should be wearing bull. Absolutely. I've been doing my best Robert De Niro Raging Bull impression for the past few weeks, and it's been, like I said, it's been painful.
You look like him in the end of his career.
Yeah, that's what I feel like.
If you talk to Jeffrey Immelt to get the inside scoop, you own more than 5% of the company now, don't you?
Seriously. But I actually brought a couple charts this show. I think last show I said the dividend yield on the S&P 500 is now higher than that on the 10-year Treasury bond, which is that's the first time that's happened since the early 50s. So you're getting paid more to own stocks than to own bonds. That's the first thing. Second thing right now is the price to earnings ratio. I like to look at an average of the past 5 years' earnings. I don't, go with projected earnings and like a lot of people look at.
That's tough.
The average the past 5 years' earnings, and right now the stock market is the cheapest it's been since the early 1980s. Based on that, you'll see in the chart. That's averaged about 18 times earnings. We're down around 10, 12 times earnings right now based on the past 5 years' earnings. So that the early 80s was the birth of the last big bull market. And we're back to those valuations again today.
We're starting to get sentiment, too, to some degree on that.
Yeah, everybody is bearish. There's no doubt about it.
There's so much pessimism.
I agree.
And that's why I'm looking for every ray of optimism. 2 years ago, I was thinking, why are so many people so optimistic about real estate and stocks? I just can't get there with them. Now, with everybody pessimistic, I'm looking for every ray of sunshine I can find. There aren't many, but I'm looking for them.
Right.
So my pick is basically just stocks, American stocks.
Well, and again, you know what? I'll tell you what. I would love to load the boat up. We're at 680 right now. I told some friends this morning, 650, 600. I'm snorting with you. I can't hold back anymore. I don't think we'll go below 600 without. I don't know what it's going to be. And honestly, I don't think it's going to be Bernanke. I don't think it's going to be Geithner. I don't think it's going to be anything financially related. I'm calling for a peace in the Middle East, something outside of the market.
We're going to get some kind of miraculous optimistic news.
Exactly. It's going to come, and that's going to drive the markets.
There you go. Watch the Trading Desk for rays of hope, because that's what we're looking for these days. That's all the time we've got for this episode of the show. Thanks for watching the Trading Desk, and as always, stay classy, Central Oregon.